SpaceX made and broke records just this past week. What exactly did they do? The Falcon 9 team at SpaceX successfully blasted 4 astronauts to the polar orbit of the Earth. It was incredible. The Starship team also at SpaceX is playing no games. They also successfully tested a SuperHeavy booster which has previously flown. This is amazing. The turnaround time of these boosters are going to be crazy. Rocket Lab is also not sleeping with the production of Neutron. This and many more to be shared on today's episode on SPACEX'S. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly do so. No, I mean it. Take a moment, subscribe to the channel, like this video. This helps the channel improve, and it also lets other space fans know that the work we are doing here is awesome and they need to watch us. I appreciate you for subscribing. I drop 2 new videos each week. They are all bangers, and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. Let's dive right in, shall we?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the past week, SpaceX successfully blasted 4 astronauts in the Dragon capsule on top of a Falcon 9 rocket to the polar regions of the Earth. Yes, it has never been done before. This is actually the first time that any company on the surface of the Earth has sent astronauts to the polar regions of the Earth. It is crazy. These guys were also the first to take an X-ray in space. Talk of record breaking. These guys were up there for about 4 days in the polar orbit of the Earth. They were, about 400 kilometers on top of the surface of the Earth. They were having some incredible views, and this mission sums up to a total flight record of 50 launches for the Dragon capsule. And a total of 66 astronauts has been on board the Dragon capsule. SpaceX is playing no games at all with their space flight capabilities. It was all said and done, these 4 astronauts deorbited from the polar orbit and headed back home to Earth. We can see the Dragon capsule returning back from space, having deployed its 4 main parachutes and successfully splashing down in the Pacific Ocean. Teams at SpaceX were already there awaiting to welcome these 4 astronauts back home. Just look at how happy these guys were. The Starship team at SpaceX is also on course to break another record by using the SuperHeavy booster which had previously been flown on a mission. Now this is the SuperHeavy booster serial number 14 which took flight on IFT-7. In a span of about a year, SpaceX successfully refurbished this booster, having changed a few engines of about 3 and 5. This SuperHeavy booster was sent to the launch site to perform a static fire. SpaceX lifted this SuperHeavy booster on top of the launch mount and the testing began. Having filled this booster with cryogenic propellants, and voila, a beautiful static fire of 33 engines was made to ensure and certify booster 14 for IFT-9. This is actually crazy. SpaceX has made vertical landings of orbital rockets so easy that nowadays we think it is very common, but in real life it is actually very difficult. Kudos to SpaceX for all the hard work they are putting in their Starship program, and we hope that IFT-9 reaches orbit. We do not want any unscheduled disassembly. It would be a heartbreaking event if that was to happen. Rocket Lab is also fast ahead with the production of Neutron. They recently just tested the second stage of the Neutron rocket to certify it for flight. The second stage tanks of Neutron were filled with liquid nitrogen for a cryogenic proof test. Test passed with flying colors, and Neutron is on course for their maiden launch. Kudos to Rocket Lab for the hard work they are putting into Neutron, and I wish them all the best of luck. Thank you for staying with us to the end of this episode. I appreciate you a lot. Like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any of our updates. Watch this video right here. This was my previous episode and it was a banger. And I will talk to all of you all in the next episode. Thank you for staying with us.